Hello there. I am here today with my stepmom, Lainey, and we are going to be playing some of our Mother's Day games for you. We're playing 2 of the games from the Mother's Day suite. We're going to be playing the How Well Do You Know Mom quiz and running through some mom memories. So I'm excited to get started and play with you. So, yay. So, full disclosure, we did look at these beforehand so we could cheat a little bit, but we haven't discussed our answers, and I hope that I have remembered some of these things first. So, we're going to run through these games, and I'll show them up on screen so y'all can play along too or kind of see what we're doing. So, let's go. Do we want to play the quiz game first?
I think so.
Cool. All right. Ready and go.
Now, I'm filling it in for my mom and you're filling it in for me, correct?
Yes, correct. Though some of these I definitely don't know. I think I don't know. What was your first job?
I know.
The thing about these games is they're really fun until you realize it makes you feel like you don't know anything about the person that you love and you're like, I am a horrible family member. And maybe you are. Maybe that's what this game is going to teach you. Or maybe you just have a really bad memory.
True.
I feel like I want a hint.
Oh, okay.
How do I get a hint?
What's the question?
For your first job. Something really obscure where you don't give it away. I'm also thinking, I guess it could be taken anyway, but I would think like your first regularly paying job, not like babysitting or chores or things like that.
Okay. The clue would be it had to do with old people.
Okay. That does remind me of stories I've heard. But I feel like there was a particular position you had there, and I don't remember what it was. Okay, it is recording. For a second, I thought it wasn't. Are you finished?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've got one more.
Okay.
Okay. All right. How well do you know your mom quiz?
Okay, so you want me to go mine first since she's not here to
confirm your answers? Well, so yeah, that's a good point, I guess.
I could lie, but I didn't.
Well, so are there any that you are not sure about? Or do you think that you got them all?
Actually, there was 2 that I wasn't sure about, I think, but I'm not for sure, and obviously she can't answer. But, so it says, where was she born? She was born in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
In 1933. Her middle name was May. She had hazel eyes.
Yeah.
And sometimes If you look close, mine aren't really brown. They're a brownie hazel.
Yeah.
First job was selling shoes for Baker's Shoe Store in downtown Denver.
And was that like, she would go like in the store and it was like a shoe store?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And fit people and then check them out.
That's cute. I bet they didn't have as many options as we do today, but...
They still had some pretty good options.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a pretty good... Yeah, because that would have been in the late 40s. And that was when women would match their shoes to their purses.
Yeah. And were they, like,
And
their
hats.
coats and hats and everything?
Mm-hmm. So,
Much more
yeah,
stylish.
my mom had quite a few
Yeah.
pair of shoes. Okay. Biggest celebrity crush? That would have been Humphrey Bogart.
Mm.
Yeah. And favorite color? Not sure, but I think it was blue. And favorite flower? Again, not real sure, but I'm pretty sure it was peonies.
Yeah.
Because we had peony bushes that grew in our backyard, and in the summer she'd get all excited and go out in the morning, and she would cut some and put them out in a vase.
Oh, that's so pretty.
So it's the only flowers I ever remember having in the house.
Yeah. Peonies are beautiful.
They
and they
are.
just grew in your backyard?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay, so favorite movie? Casablanca.
Is Humphrey, did you say Humphrey? Is he in? Okay.
Oh, yes.
Right. Okay.
What's something she was afraid of? Spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't like spiders. Okay, and then does she have any hidden talents? She was an excellent seamstress. She used to make my school clothes.
Yeah,
So-
I knew that, which I find fascinating.
Yeah, because I can barely sew.
That's not true.
Okay, I can sew more than you,
Yeah.
but way less than her.
I guess that's your guide. If your guide, it's 0 with me and then her
Here's
professional
10.
seamstress.
So I'm probably closer to the 4. And then what was something that not too many people know? She was in a car accident when she was 6. She was hit by a car going across the street
Oh my goodness.
and had a heart murmur
Oh wow.
after that. So
She was in a car or
no,
on the
she
car?
was hit. She was crossing the street.
Oh my goodness.
Had not looked both ways.
Oh my gosh, that's so scary.
Was.
It's terrifying. All right.
Okay.
So
let's see how well you know me.
let's see. This is scary because I would like to admit that I'm not great at games or trivia of any kind. Even though I love making these, I'm not particularly good at them, so let's see. All right, where were you born? Denver, Colorado?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Your middle name. All right, I think I know this one, and I felt really bad that this was one of the ones that I wasn't sure about, but you changed your name at some point, but you just changed your first name, right?
Right.
Is it
It's
Ellen?
a name you know.
Is it Lynn?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I knew it was one of those two. Your eyes, Hazley Brown.
Mm-hmm.
For your first job, something in a nursing home.
Yes, I wash dishes.
Oh, dishwasher. Okay. I don't know if that one counts. That one's kind of... I had to get the hint, and I didn't get the job completely right. Biggest celebrity crush, Neil Diamond.
Yep.
Now, is he your biggest celebrity crush and also your favorite artist, or do you have another favorite?
Probably still my favorite.
Yeah. Solid. Favorite color, blue?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Favorite flowers, is it lilies?
Nope.
What is it?
Gladiolus.
They're the one, they're on the stem, right? And they've got the little, so I know what they are, I just don't know what their name is.
Yeah, glads.
Glads, okay, gladiolas, all right. Favorite movie, Singing in the Rain?
Very good.
Something you're afraid of, large groups of birds,
Oh, that's true.
and the movie Birds.
Yeah. And snakes.
So, and snakes, yeah, that one's a pretty obvious one. So hidden talents, I don't know if any of them are hidden, but I think you're a really great cook, and I put sewing, even though apparently you disagree, and gardening. But none of those are hidden talents.
No. Hidden talent. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what a hidden talent is. I feel like you'll pretty much say yes to almost anything.
Yeah.
But again, that's not.
But that's
really,
not a
that's
talent.
not a hidden talent. Yeah, I guess that's.
As far yes to anything that's to do to
Right.
try.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty adventurous.
I was thinking about the time when I was 13 and you took me and my friend to Six Flags and we did that bungee thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and we got all the way up and they're strapping us in and you and your friend said, I don't want to do this. I said, too bad.
It's a great lesson in you following through.
Yes.
You've come too far. And the last question, something about you not many people know. I don't know if this is something that not many people know, but that you went to 4 different colleges.
Well, not a lot of people. I mean, well, some people, but not as many as. Yeah. That's true. Toured the Midwest. But I did graduate.
Yes. 4 colleges in 4 years.
In 5 years.
Oh, in 5 years. Okay.
Yes.
So which one did you go to for 2 years?
University of Iowa.
And which one did you graduate from?
University of Iowa. Because my folks said, that's it. Either you graduate or it's your nickel.
You get 4. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
I didn't know that your mom was in a car crash. That was new information. And I don't know if I knew that she worked at a shoe store. I knew she was a good seamstress. And probably if I had to guess a biggest celebrity crush for people in that, like back in that time, there would probably be maybe 5 to 10 people that they would choose from.
Well, she also had a crush on John Davidson because of his blue eye.
I don't even know who that is. Singer?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like he would be a songbird. All right, cool. Well, that was fun.
Yes.
So now we are going to run through the Mom Memories game. And this one is really fun to use as a conversation prompt, really fun to play if you're at brunch or just kind of hanging out with family. We always celebrate Mother's Day, pretty small group, just really us, my sister, and our dad. Though, hopefully one day we'll have more people.
We'll have another generation.
We'll have another generation to play even more games. But yeah. So really fun to play as we're waiting for brunch or whatever we like to do. So learn something new about each other. That's what I like to do. So what was your favorite family tradition growing up?
I think favorite tradition growing up was holidays because we would rotate through the family. So one year, like Thanksgiving would be at our house, and the next year would be at one of my mom's sisters, and then the other sister, and then maybe my dad's parents' house. And everybody, it was always the same group, but we would be at different houses, so not everybody had to cook. So you didn't stress out as much. But everybody always brought stuff. So it was a good time. There was probably 20 to 30 of us that would gather.
Was it from both sides of the family?
Yes, and some cousins, other
nice.
cousins. So I think that extended family kind of get together for all the holidays at different people's houses was always a great tradition.
Yeah. Were they mostly all in Denver, or did you drive hours?
No. Oh no, all in Denver.
Oh, nice! Wow. See, that's so weird to me, because our family was so small growing up. It was always just like the four of us, which was really fun. I loved it, but.
But and I think now because people move more. In those days people didn't move as much.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They stayed closer to home.
Yeah. Man.
So what was your favorite tradition that we created?
Well, so one of my favorite things about our family is that we still do a lot of the traditions that we that we cultivated growing up, and we cultivated so many fun ones. And I think one of my favorite traditions is like our Christmas traditions that have gotten maybe a little bit more relaxed over the last couple of years, but I just love us being together as a family, and I love Dad's spiced tea and the kolaches and the sausage balls and those silly reindeer plates, and then we all just pass out the presents and just sit there, and Dad always makes a comment about how many presents, like, how he has the most or how he has the least or whatever, and
how he got none when he was a child.
Yeah, exactly, all props, and so that's one of the things I really love. And also just playing games. I love that we always played a lot of games,
Yeah, because they're fun.
Yeah.
And you learn.
Yeah. I might have taken it a step farther into
a whole business.
This crazy little venture, but it made me who I am today.
That's true.
And one of the other fun things about this game is we're just kind of hopping around, choosing prompts that we want to talk about. There's no hard and fast rules for this. We can just kind of choose the ones we want. We can go in order if we want, or jump around and talk about whatever we want. So
which one do you want to know about?
Is there another one? I'm trying to think of ones that I also know the answers to. Ooh, where's a place that you want to travel?
Oh, Italy again.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see enough of Italy, so I would like to go back for a whole month.
How long were y'all there last time?
We were there for 12 days. And I would like to go back and stay a whole month. And eat and eat and eat.
Oh my gosh, I would love to go to Italy. Yeah, I'd love to go to Italy. I'd love to go to Greece too.
Yeah, Greece would be another one. I'd also like to go to Scotland.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of moving quite a ways away, and the food isn't necessarily as good, but...
You want some haggis?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. But the countryside is gorgeous.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Africa would be fun too.
Oh, that would be
like
good.
A safari. But there would probably be so many mosquitoes. I mean, I guess you would just figure it out. Like we do here.
Swat them away.
Yeah.
Spray on the off.
Though number one, I feel like I couldn't choose just one place. Especially, I don't know where I'm going to go next. One day.
Well, and I want to see Alaska.
I have a friend that just moved to Alaska.
Really?
Yeah. So I'll have to visit her.
Sure. Yeah, I would love to see Alaska, but I don't want to see it just as a cruise. I want to see Alaska.
See the wildlife and the northern lights. Oh my gosh, that would be so beautiful. And Dad would like that too. Mm-hmm. So weren't y'all planning that, or was it just sort of planned?
But we can't afford it this year. Yeah. Not enough time and not enough money.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, being an adult.
Was there a time when you were exceptionally proud of me? Yes. Well, and lots of times when I was proud of you, but I think first time that you marched down the field as a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And seeing you in your uniform and all the precision and had worked so hard, that was, my little heart swelled.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was really proud of myself that too, especially after getting not making the team the first 2 years in a row at the other school. It was great to finally make it.
And it was just seeing you out there that was a pretty proud moment.
Yeah.
Then I think and when both graduations.
Yeah.
College and high school. More college because you had become such your own person at that point. And it was a proud, but it was a sad moment because everything was changing then.
Yeah. When is everything not changing?
That's pretty true.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. What's another one?
Well, I was really proud of you with everything that you're doing, when you're teaching these classes and, using your expertise to, just channel your expertise and teaching it to these other people in your field. I think is really cool.
Thanks.
Oh, and when you became master gardener, like that's really impressive. Those are both more recent things.
More retiree things.
Yeah. You were published in a magazine sometime, and I was proud of you then. But that wasn't like, I don't know if that was exceptionally proud because I don't really remember what it was about. But that was cool.
my picture was in the magazine.
It was, and it's framed, and it's so cool. Yeah. All right, one more.
Okay, one more. You pick.
Oh, how has parenting changed since you were a child, or since I was a child?
Okay, well, I definitely think since I was a child to now, we have a lot more freedom. You know, in the morning, we'd leave the house, go play with friends, explore the creek, take our bikes, just headed anywhere, and came time that the sun went down, you were coming home because it was dinner time, or somebody's, would whistle and it was time for people to start coming home. But your folks didn't have a clue where you were all day and didn't worry about you.
Right. And
if something happened, you knew enough people that you just went into somebody else's house and said, I fell down, I need a Band-Aid, or,
Yeah.
But we just had more freedom. And today, I don't know if it's because we're afraid for our kids or because the lifestyles are different, but kids don't have near as much freedom. They don't go outside as much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Would you feel safe, like if it was me, or if you're taking care of a grandkid now, to like, especially in Dallas in a city, to, send them off in the morning and not hear from them until the evening? Like, do you think that time has changed?
I think that time has changed. Yeah, I just...
It's not something that would, just...
No, well, even when you and your sister were little, you wanted to go to the park by yourself. And I felt you needed to be able to do that to garner independence.
Yeah. And y'all let me do that all the time, right?
Well, but the first time, you and your sister took off on the bike, and I said to your sister, make sure you watch for Kaylin, make sure you keep an eye on the bikes, and you need to be back in 30 minutes because the park was only 3 blocks away.
Right.
And as soon as you took off, I jumped in the car, drove around the back way, sat at the back of the park until I was sure that everything was going fine and that she was watching out for you. Then I jumped back in the car and drove home so that I would be there before you came back. But I wanted you guys to have the independence.
Yeah.
But I wasn't comfortable just sending you off on your own.
Yeah. I remember, that reminds me when I first started driving when I was 16, y'all followed me to McKinney a couple of times. Like when I would drive back to Denison, y'all would like meet me there so I could get the practice of like driving that far distance, but y'all were still with me on the highway. I like that. I can see that. And I'm glad that, sister and I, we got that as a child. We definitely played a lot. We played outside a lot, and we
And I think you got independence. I mean, I would let you go places and do things within reason.
Right. Right.
You have to fall, you have to scrape your leg, you have to get lost to learn.
Right. Right. And sometimes you fall when you're 30.
Yes.
Well, that was so fun. Thanks for playing with me.
You bet. It was fun. Now what are we going to do on Mother's Day?
I know, right? Now we'll have to get Dad and Sister to play.
Okay. And answer some of the other questions.
Yeah, we'll answer the other questions. And I've got 3 more games that we didn't even play in the Mother's Day series, so we'll play those. We'll play the Famous Moms match game.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for playing with me. And you go download our Mother's Day games, print them, and play with whoever you're celebrating with this Mother's Day.
It's fun.
Mom approved.